This is the Barbados Today morning news for Tuesday, October 22nd. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. Government is expected to save around $1 billion over the next 4 to 5 years after reaching an agreement with external creditors. That's according to Special Envoy on Investment and Financial Service to the Prime Minister, Professor Avinash Prasad. He explained that the burden of economic adjustment is being shared evenly, and that savings not only protect the island's foreign reserves, but also create a fiscal space for financial resources to be put to improving the lives of Barbadians. Economist Jeremy Stephen has also been weighing in on the deal.
On reviewing the deal pretty carefully, I must say that the Barbados government walked away with quite a bit of benefits, except in one circumstance. Basically, the deal is a 10-year restructure package that encapsulates or takes into consideration a restructuring of bonds which were maturing in 2018, 2019, 2021, 2035. And I think I saw one more, but that's not coming to mind right now. Those bonds total around $1 billion Barbados dollars in notional value, so in face value. So the interest that would have been paid out if the restructuring package did not exist would have obviously pushed the total payout past $1 billion Barbados dollars, or more than 1/8 of our GDP, our country's GDP, on an annual basis over the, let's say, next 15 years or so.
Meanwhile, the Democratic Labour Party and the opposition People's Development Party have both expressed relief that an agreement has been reached between the government and the Barbados External Creditor Committee. But at the same time, both parties say they are not satisfied with the level of detail made public about the deal so far. DLP President Verla de Pisa told Barbados Today she needs more information.
If we don't have all of the information, I can't tell you that it is a great deal, the best deal or anything. It's just a relief to have some sort of report because we weren't hearing anything. And it is a relief. The other thing that we'd like to know is what is the bill to White Oak today, and also what are the implications on BERT and meeting the BERT targets of this particular agreement. We need to have all the cross-referencing, which we don't have.
And opposition leader Joseph Atherley says he is also waiting more details.
Well, I'm glad to hear an update. I have to hear what exactly has been reached before I can say I'm glad to hear what has been reached. I'm glad to hear that there is an update on that, that the news is that there's a settlement, but we wait for the details. I'll reserve further comment until we get those details.
In other news this morning, Vision 2020 We Gathering will be an opportunity for Barbadians living overseas to help raise the profile of local businesses globally. Minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Sandra Husbands, outlined some of the goals of the event yesterday as she addressed the launch of a national We Gathering 2020 competition.
Barbados is only 280,000 people, and that is not sufficient to provide business for all the businesses in Barbados. As a matter of fact, the more new businesses that are formed, gradually, unless you have more people to buy those goods and services, it means the pie will start to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And we understand that. So if we're going to build prosperity for the future, we have to find ways in which to spread the export of Barbadian products and services all across the world. And where else is it better to do that than through our diaspora?
Husbands added that there are also plans to build a database of Barbadians overseas who are interested in contributing to the country's development.
One of the cries that we've heard from people in our diaspora, we want to do something for Barbados, but we don't know who to talk to. We don't know where to start. Who do I tell this to? They say, I have business opportunities. I have opportunities at my place of business. So our effort for Vision 2020 and for Regathering 2020 next year is to begin to build up a database of those persons who want to give back to Barbados. And what are some of the things they want to give? One, many of them have funds They have savings and they want to invest it somewhere. We want to provide them with opportunities to do that. Some want to give back to the community. They want to help churches and schools and communities, the hospital. They want to do something that will make a difference for Barbados. We want to create a channel in which they'll be able to do just that.
President of the Barbados Road Safety Association, Charmaine Roland Bowen, is challenging church leaders to speak out against the government's plan to build a medical cannabis industry. Government is expected to bring legislation to, among other things, govern the growth and production of medical cannabis that will be regulated by the Ministry of Agriculture. So far, the Joint Select Committee on the Draft Medical Cannabis Bill has held several meetings, with the opposition demanding clarity on some areas. Roland Bowen expressed fear that a medical cannabis industry could lead to an increase in accidents on the roads and insisted that government would need to bring fresh road traffic laws to accompany such a move.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Craft Center. Kick off the weekend this Friday from 4 p.m. to midnight with loads of food, drinks, and entertainment. Get ready for Crop Over with the Rhythm Roots Street Parade. Party like it's Kadooman Day on the street around Pelican Village with costume reveler, music, and more. It's Festive Friday. It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Village Center from 4 p.m. to midnight. Admission free.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. And Trinidad's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, is dismissing claims from the opposition United National Congress that the government is colluding with the Elections and Boundaries Commission to steal the upcoming local government elections. We get more in this report from TTT Live Online.
Dr. Rowley explained that the EBC is mandated by law to make adjustments in electoral boundaries.
You divide the number of voters by the number of seats and you get a figure. That is the size of every constituency. So we have 1.3 million people, we have 1 million voters, just over 1 million voters. You divide that by 41 and you get the number of voters who should be in a seat. That is the formula.
Dr. Rowley said the EBC's boundary shifting is nothing new.
So sometimes a certain polling division is with me, other times it's not there and so on. And then sometimes the change is made so major that you have to change the name of the seat. Imbert used to be in Diego Martin East. He's now in Diego Martin Northeast, right?
Dr. Rowley said while the opposition concerns itself with the work of the EBC, he remains unfazed. He says elections don't scare him.
Further afield, U.S. President Donald Trump says some American troops will stay on in Syria despite his call for them to be pulled out. He said a small number would protect oil fields while others would stay near Israel and Jordan. His decision 2 weeks ago to withdraw U.S. forces from the Syria-Turkey border region drew criticism even from some of his supporters. Soon after, Turkey launched an offensive against former U.S. allies, the Kurds. And that's news this morning, but for the very latest, visit our website www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook, and sign up for breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good morning.